영리빙 가족 여러분 안녕하세요. 인터내셔널 리더 초청 스피치에 오신 모든 분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 저는 오늘 이 특강을 진행할 영리빙코리아의 트레이닝 담당 박재문입니다. 인사드리겠습니다. 네, 작년 6월 달에 저희가 인터내셔널 초청 리더 스피치 처음으로 진행했었는데 그때 많은 분들이 정말 함께 해주시고 또 해외의 리더분들의 그런 스피치를 들으면서 많은 도움이 됐다라는 피드백을 많이 주셨습니다. 그래서 2022년에도 이번엔 좀 더 앞당겨서 또 다른 인터내셔널 리더 초청 스피치를 준비를 했는데요. 오늘 소개해드릴 리더분은요, 영리빙 필리핀에서 지금 활발하게 에센셜 오일을 나누시고 또 비즈니스를 하고 계시는 클라리스 크라운 다이아몬드십니다. 본인의 조직 안에 무려 2만 1,000명 이상의 파트너들과 함께 지금 영리빙 비즈니스를 하고 계시고요. 또 영리빙 필리핀이 지금처럼 성장하는 데 있어서 많은 그런 영향력을 또 끼치셨고, 그리고 영리빙 필리핀 안에서도 현재 굉장히 빠르게 그리고 탄탄한 조직을 가지면서 성장하고 있는 리더 중에 한 분으로 손꼽히는 분입니다. 그래서 오늘 이 시간을 통해서 우리 영리빙코리아 회원분들의 비즈니스도 좀 더 한 단계 올라갈 수 있는 그런 시간이 됐으면 좋겠고요. 그러면 지금 연결되어 있는 클라리스 리더와 함께 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 클라리스 리더님 나와주세요. Okay, good afternoon, Clarice. How are you?
Hi, Moon. Good afternoon. I'm good. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm very good, and I'm so excited to meet you. Although we are meeting like through the Zoom. It's nice to meet you, and also invite you here for the Untitled members.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It is my honor to be invited. I was so excited to do this interview.
Yeah, I know about you, and also I heard a lot of story about you from my Philippine coworkers. So, as I know, you are one of the fastest growing leader in Philippines, but please introduce yourself to 영리빙코리아 members who are currently watching this special training.
Thank you for your kind words. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Clarice Aviñante, and my friends call me Clarice.
Yeah, good name.
Thank you. I am married, and my husband's name is Bernard. He is a stockbroker, and he is passionate about finance and investments. We have 3 kids. Their names are Gia, Hoya, and Iana, and they are 13, 10, and 7 years old. And even before I got into oiling, I have been very much into natural wellness and lifestyle. And aside from oils, I am also very into positive parenting. I am a positive discipline educator. And before the pandemic, I went around the country to give parenting workshops. Yeah, so that's basically what I do. I do oils and I do parenting.
All right. Thank you for explaining yourself in detail. Actually, after hearing the explanation, I'm looking for today's special training more than before. So personally, I didn't know about essential oil before I working for the Young Living. So when I met the Young Living members, I really wonder how they learn about essential oils and how they come to meet Young Living. So how did you meet in Young Living in your life?
Okay, so I have kids, right? And I am a member of mommy groups. Like these are Facebook groups for moms, and the members are from all over the world. And I remember in around 2016, I read about essential oils and how they can help. So I started researching about them. But the funny thing was I talked to one person who is not from Young Living, and she was trying to sell oils to me. And I was very interested, but I felt that it was not a good match. I felt it was a disrespectful conversation. So I said, okay, I'm not going to use oils anymore. I know that was very petty, and I know that was just one person, but I did not know how great oils were. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do oils anymore. And then little by little, I would read more and more about it. Until in 2017, I told a friend, because I remember I said, even prior to oiling, I have been very much into the natural lifestyle and wellness. I was telling a friend, you know what? Maybe I should really study essential oils. And she was like, yes, do that, because so many people are starting to use essential oils. So just study it and just tell me about it. So it was so funny because 3 days after that, someone called me and said, hey, I heard that you're looking for essential oils. And I was like, wow, this is such a coincidence. It turned out she was talking to the friend that I was talking to, and she was asking that friend if she wanted essential oils. And our friend said, oh, no, I'm not, but Clarice is, so you should call her. So she called me, she went to my house, and she just explained about oils to me. So
wow,
that's it.
That's really interesting. Yeah, although your first impression about oil was not so good, but
yes, that was not from Young Living. It was a different, a generic oil, but I didn't really, but I was thinking, I will not use these oils. And then it's a good thing that I kept an open mind. So now my life, our life, my family's life has been changed by essential oils.
Yeah. That's really impressive, Yeah, so even if you knew Young Living, also even if you know about essential oil, and it would have been difficult to decide to start the business right away. But what made you to start a Young Living business?
Okay, I'm going to be very honest and tell you that when that person who called me and asked me if I were looking for essential oils, when she went to my house and explained about oils, before she left, one of the things that I told her was, hey, if I'm going to get a kit, I need to tell you that I'm not going to do the business. So I told her that very explicitly, because I did not want her to expect that I was going to do the business. And you know why? Because Young Living is network marketing. And I was one of those people who hated the thought of network marketing. I did not like the reputation. I did not want to be associated with it. But the oils came. My kit came. And during that time, my husband was having a hard time sleeping. And we diffused lavender and frankincense. And he was able to sleep. I thought, this cannot be because of the oils. This must just be a coincidence. So the next night, I diffused again. He was able to sleep again. I think it was on the third day that he told me, you know what, honey, you have to buy those oils again because they're going to run out. And I was telling him, but I just got a kit. And he was like, but sleep is the foundation of my wellness, because he was really having a hard time sleeping, and the oils gave that to him. So that started my family's relationship with oils. And just like anyone, I love talking about things that help me, things that I love. I would tell my friends about, a new restaurant or a new movie. So when I realized, hey, these oils are really cool, so I started telling my friends about them, which was, I did not even have any ideas about the business. It just came very naturally, because to know oils, right, is to love oils, to use them. Like, it's such a great blessing to have access to these oils. So So I started telling my friends, and I think the next month I had 10 members. And in a few more months, I started building a community, started building an organization without me even intentionally doing it, even thinking that I'm going to do the business. It wasn't like that. It was really, it came naturally because, it's oils.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So after you experienced the essential oil, you could realize the value of the essential oil and power of the essential oil, right?
I'm sorry.
I mean, after you experience the essential oil, then you can realize the value of the essential oil, and it makes you just jump in the 영리빙 business, right?
Yes. I realized the value of the oils. I realized how much it can help people.
Yeah.
I realized how much the world needs to know about oils. So it was so easy for me to talk about them, like everything, like, how we have a saying, there's an oil for that. So I use oils for everything, and I would tell my friends about them. So yeah, it was easy. It was an easy transition. It was not something that, hey, I'm going to do the business and I'm going to build an organization. It was so easy to sign up people because I was a product of the product.
Yeah. Actually, I'm very, how can I say, as a parents of the two kids, actually one of my son, he really loved diffusing the lavender before they go to bed. So I'm very, we are very similar. We have a very similar experience. So yeah, I just personally, I believe when people experience the 영리빙 essential oil, they easily realize the value of the essential oil and how oil can help us. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I think as long as people use the oils properly and they do not just keep them in the bottles, as long as they use them, they will realize how valuable they are, and they will just keep using them. So it's a very natural way of doing the business.
Yeah. So as you said, when we just knew how essential oil can help people, then we believe it is very worth. But you must have had a lot of difficulties in the early stage of your business, right? So
Yes.
So as far as I've heard, you have a very powerful and healthy group of 21,000 partners. And what's your secret to building such a big group and being successful? Can you share that secret?
Okay. So first, I place a very big importance on oil education and support. Okay. And my oil education is always free, of course, because that is part of my responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a sponsor,
As a sponsor, yes, to my group. So I make sure that I give them right education and support. I have a very robust chat support system. My support team leader, I do not know how you do it in Korea. Here in the Philippines, it's usually Facebook that we have for support systems. My support team leader has a Facebook group, and you know how the beauty of a network marketing business, of a young living business, is you do not have to reinvent the wheel. If your support team has it, so you can just you can just use it. So I do not have my own Facebook group. I have a chat. I have a chat group, and we make sure in my chat group that all the questions are answered, that everyone feels that they are seen and that they are heard. So I do that to ensure that they will learn how to use the oils, because my business is to make sure that they get to maximize their oils.
Yeah.
My goal is to educate them, because when they know how to use the oils, then they will buy. And
Yeah, definitely.
right, they will buy the oils, of course, and that's when I will earn, because this is a business. So yeah, that's why I make sure that we put so much importance on oil education and support. And I am very intentional when it comes to creating the culture that I want my team to have. So when it's very difficult, when times are difficult, especially during the pandemic, when the shipping is difficult. Yes, when items were going out of stock. I was very careful to still maintain a culture of respect in the team. So no one so we don't say anything bad about anything against each other, against the company. So we promote a sense of belonging and community. So I'm very intentional with that. I also have like always free, of course, resources for like personal growth. So my team knows that I'm not just about oils. I am always about the person. Third, I make sure that my team knows the culture of young living.
Yeah.
Because that's very, very important. So I do this by ordinarily, like when there are announcements and there are new projects, then I tell them about how it came to be. I tell them about stuff that, of course, are not confidential. So I tell them how much Young Living listens to us. Like when we have requests, and then, like, for example, there's a new program, then I will tell them, oh, this came to be because we were talking to them about the members needing this, and then they made a way to make sure that we will be able to get it. So they know, so they will understand how much Young Living cares. So I think that's very important, that they know this, that they know the company, that they know the culture of the company. Another way that that I do that is to make sure that I rally them to join company events.
Yeah.
So yes, because that's of course a very direct way of knowing the company. If they see the company for themselves, if they see the people behind, if they see the programs. So when there are company events, we would make sure to campaign for it, so they would join.
Wow. Okay, so and you also have the responsibility of the leader of a huge group, and also you do, and you share your knowledge and experience to your partners, even though it's a pandemic situation. Also, when you realize some opportunity to know about Young Living, and you can just give that information and your whole group, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's very impressive by your participation in company events and among the secret your success. So because of COVID-19, Young Living Korea members did not have the opportunity to experience the company event such as IGC or Silver Retreat.
Yes.
But you also, I think, participated in this global promotion, right?
Yes.
So how was it, and how does participation in this promotion help you grow your business? So can you just share how was the IGC or Celebrity which you attended, and how it was the helpful for you?
Okay. Moon, I'm going to tell you that I might have a very long answer to this.
That's all right. We have plenty of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really love talking about this, about my experiences. Okay. So when I joined in 2017, Philippines was still an NFR country. So we got all our products from the US. And to be honest, I did not care much about attending events. I thought to myself that they were just expenses. And I did not need them anyway. I would just use my oils, and that was all I needed, right? So as long as I was using my oils, as long as my team was using the oils, that I was okay. And then Young Living Philippines opened. And I attended the opening with my team. And I realized the impact and importance of attending events. I saw how fired up my team was after. And I realized that I should attend more events and that I should bring them with me. And in in situations where that they were not that they are not able to join, then I will join. And then I will just tell them more about it. So I will tell them about it. So the next time they will be encouraged to join. So Young Living Philippines opened in November 2018. And in 2020, the pandemic happened, right? But you know what? But you know what? In 1 year, in 2019 alone, I attended 4 international Young Living events.
Really?
Yes, it's so funny, right? So
events per year. Wow.
Yes, considering that, I remember before Young Living opened, there was a convention in Malaysia, and someone was asking me, say, "Oh, hey, are you going?" And I was like, why would I go? I was not in that mode. I found them weird that they were going. And then come 2019, I attended so many. Okay, so first I went to Singapore for transformation, and which was an APAC symposium. Okay. And then in middle of the year, I won a seat to the global leadership cruise. And we went on an 8-day cruise to Alaska. So that was a Young Living thing, and that was so good. Anyway, I attended the 2019 IGC, and this was a grand event because that was Young Living's 25th anniversary. And then it was so funny because when I went to IGC, it was just me and 2 of my members, because we were the only ones willing to go to the US for that.
Okay.
But after that, because we went there and because we shared our photos, we went on Facebook Lives, we did all those things. You know how the tickets for the next convention for the next year opens after this convention year, right? And I think around 20 plus 30 of my members signed up for the Young Living for the next year's convention because they saw us join, because they saw what we were sharing in social media. So they were very, very much encouraged. And lastly, in 2019 also, I attended the Silver Retreat, and that was just life-changing. I attended with 7 of my leaders, and it was a good thing because I already attended the IGC. I already knew. I have already experienced the farm, so I was able to guide them, and so that was a good thing. Okay, in all these, I realized that to know Young Living and the company and its culture is to love them. Okay, wait, let me tell you about IGC. I told you, Moon, I'm so talkative, and I can talk about.
It's very interesting. So yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So I'll just continue. Okay. So the IGC, to be able to spend time with like-minded people is important, and to be in the middle of thousands of people who love YL as much as you do is exhilarating. It just gives you so much energy, and because there are lectures, there are events, you would understand Young Living more, and to see the farms, and to be able to take part in the seed to seal process is to understand Young Living. And you know, once you do that, once you understand Young Living, you'll be so proud of it. And no one can take that belief from you, because you've seen it firsthand, you've witnessed what our company does. So that was a very encouraging, very energizing experience. And then the silver retreat, I remember when I went to the silver retreat, I was so excited for my team. And I was just excited for them to see the headquarters, to see the Spanish Fork Distribution Center, where they bottle the oils, where they study the oils, where they pack our orders. I was excited for them to see the farm. And then I have this friend, she's one of my leaders, her name is Benz. And it was so funny because she was saying that she went on the retreat knowing that I was very much into Young Living. And I was so excited for them to see it. But she was not sure, and she admitted this to me. She was not sure if it was just because I was so blinded by Young Living. And so she went there with just an open mind. And then we went on a tour to the Spanish Fork Distribution Center. And in the Spanish Fork Distribution Center, there are guided tours, and one of the first stops is you will see the oils being bottled. And in that stop, the plant manager, his name was Kenny, talked to us and told us more about the operations. And while Kenny was talking, he was thanking us for the opportunity to be able to do the things that he was doing. So imagine this, we were there thanking him for the job, for the work that he does, because we felt grateful to him because of what he does. We are able to get our oils. But he was thanking us because he said that because of us, he was able to do the best job in the world. And he was talking about how they take stewardship of the land very seriously. He was talking about how important it was to have oils in every home. And it's so funny because listening to him, I got teary-eyed. But I did not want my members to see that I was getting teary-eyed. And then I looked at one, and it turned out we were all crying because of the passion that we felt from Kenny. And the same friend, Benz, she went to the ladies' room, and there was this lady cleaner. Okay, so she was cleaning the bathroom, and she was mopping the floor, and Benz walked, and I remember Benz would always tell us this story. She apologized to the lady because she was getting the floor dirty. And she said, "Oh, you must be so busy because of us, and we are very sorry for that." And the lady said, "Oh, no. We want it. We like it that you are here. We want you to see what we do." And when she was telling us about that, we realized, hey, that's not scripted. That's really someone, that's really someone from the company expressing how much they love this company. And you know, these experiences, much as I love Young Living Philippines, and I love our market so much, I love the people I work with, these experiences, you cannot get them from your local market. You can only get them when you actually go. You actually go to Utah, go to the retreat, go to the convention, because that's where you will see the heart of Young Living. That's where you will feel the roots of Young Living. You know, I I'm married, right? And
Uh-huh.
the things that I do, I always consult my husband. So when I was starting with Young Living,
Mhm.
we did not even have it was like I said, it was not business for me. It was just something that came naturally. And I did
Yeah.
not have any plans of really pursuing it until I attended a leader event. It was a leader event. It was not a corporate event. And
Mhm.
after that, I told my husband, hey, I want to do this seriously. I want to grow this business. And I realized that I had so much I wanted. You know, I was a very empowered person.
Mhm.
And I think I was able to do the things that I wanted. But seeing the opportunity of Young Living in that event, I realized I could do so much more. I could do
Mm.
so much more. I can achieve so much more. So I told my husband that I wanted to do the business seriously. He said yes, because he was supportive of me. And that was the
Wow.
only reason. He was just supporting me. But when Young Living Philippines opened,
Uh-huh.
I made him attend, and he did not want to attend. I used the wife card. I told him, hey, please attend. I'll be on stage. And so it was so funny because he came in late. He came just in time to see me on stage. And so he was
Oh.
able to just see like half the day. But you know, after that event, he talked to me and he told me right after that event, like that
Uh-huh.
evening before we on our way home, he told me, hey, you can do this business. It's okay.
Wow.
And I told him, really? It's because his first yes was just to support me. This was to actively support me. And then he said, yeah, because the company is great. The culture is good.
Mhm.
So you know, to see it firsthand and is to really love it. And last story. Sorry, I know
No, just
we
go
don't have
ahead.
a lot of time. Okay.
Very interesting. Yeah.
I remember so we went to the Global Leadership Cruise, right? And so
Mhm.
that was, imagine a cruise ship with thousands and thousands of Young Living members. And of
Wow.
course, we did not really know every one of them.
Sure.
It was just a handful of us from the Philippines who attended. And
Mm-hmm.
then on the I think on the last day of the cruise, I told my husband, hey, we should we should save up for this so we can bring our kids here. We can bring
Oh.
our kids to Alaska. and
Mm-hmm.
and he was asking me, you want them to also have this cruise? And I said
Mm-hmm.
yes, the same exact cruise, because I want them to experience what we have experienced.
Mm,
and
yeah.
and and my husband said, but it won't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked why, but it's going to be the same cruise. He said, it won't be the same because it won't be a Young Living cruise.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
so,
It makes
yeah,
sense.
yes. Then he said that because here you feel like you're with family.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you don't know people, you feel that you're with family. You know that you're with people who love the same things that you do, who value the same things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important.
Yeah. Actually, I'm very impressed with you said uh, IGC, Silver Retreat, and the other global events. When you joined there, you saw the company's culture and also company's core values. But
Yes.
during the you talk about IGC and Silver Retreat, actually you are touched by the steps, passion of the responsibility and passion of their own job. Also try to serve our members, and they think they take care about all of us. So you're very touched about that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
Um,
yeah. Well, after you.
and
Mm,
even when you just talk to like any employee,
mm-hmm,
you will see how much they love Young Living.
mm-hmm,
And that's that's a very big gift to know that you are with a company that elicits that kind of love.
Yeah.
No, and I remember in the cruise, so I was in the elevator, and so I was going down. The elevator was almost full, and the doors opened, and Mary Young came in.
Oh, really?
Yes. So Mary Young came in, and she was with during that time I was a gold leader. Mary Young came in with a companion, and they were laughing, they were giggling. Their smiles were very infectious. They were really happy. And then the doors opened and they went out, and it was the floor that I was going to get off. So I went out also. And I got lost, and what happened was I had to follow them to make sure that I will, yes. And I overheard someone tell Mary and said, "Oh, there you are." And then he said something. He called her by a nickname, and I was so struck because the tone with which he used to talk to Mary was not the tone that you will use normally for your company's CEO, for your company's co-founder. And I had to really process it in my mind. What's different there? Because you know how it is in corporate world, right? We are very the tone is very submissive, I guess is the term.
Yeah.
This one was respectful and was with just so much love.
Love, yeah.
And I realized, oh, because that's how they love her. That's how much they adore her. And to be the owner of the company and to get that much love from your employees was incredible for me, was amazing. And you see these things, you will not know of these if you do not actually go out and see what's in there. So yeah. So yes, go.
Yeah, I can imagine how you can get lots of things from those kind of events. Also, you told me your second IGC is when you just joined the first IGC with the 3 of your partners, but after that you just bring more than 10 times. So
yes.
Yeah.
After that, because I remember we went on live when we were in the distillery. We were talking to them and then on the way home, we even met in the airport, my friend and I. Her name is Bing, and she's a diamond leader now. Oh, Benz is a platinum leader now. So I was with Bing in IGC, and we went in the airport, and we had a Facebook Live because we were just so excited to tell people about what happened. So because of that, so many of our members signed up for the next convention because they will get encouraged when they see you and they see that she's going and she loves it, so they would also want to do that, and you would also want to have that.
So after just participating in this event, you just recharge, and also with that energy, you just do next step and more, right? So
yes.
That is a really good opportunity. But I just have one question because, as you said, the participating event get lots of things and good positive energy, and it's a really good opportunity to grow. But the participating opportunity is not allowed for everyone.
Yes.
Because when members want to join the global event, they have to qualify, right?
Yes.
So you bring lots of your partners, so I think you also have a know-how to motivating and keep they doing their job to achieve the qualifying. So
Yes.
can you share how can you motivate and how can you manage it to your partners to join that event?
Okay. So there are, like you said, there are different kinds of events. Like IGC, you can just go, right?
Yeah.
So with events that you can just go and pay for your own fare, you know, to motivate them, I think would be first, you have to go first. You have to go because that's the only way that they will understand that it is worth it, that it is worth the time, the resources, because you know, it is something that's important in our business, but might be thought of as something that's just expensive and not worth it. But if you go and you show them that it is worth going, then they will go. Then they will get encouraged. As for events that we need to be qualified for to join, like the Silver Retreat.
Yes, Silver Retreat.
Yes, the Silver Retreat. Then the way to motivate it is to talk to them about their plans. And you know, in Young Living, we have a very generous compensation plan. Even without the retreat, the compensation alone, the silver paycheck is life-changing. So the Silver Retreat is a very good reward for building a business. But what we do is we focus on teaching them how to build a business. And you do that by concentrating on signing up people, on building your organization, on sharing about oils, because that's how you do it. You know, the financial opportunity of Young Living is very real. It is with hard work. Yes, it is. You have to be committed. You have to decide to work hard.
Absolutely.
Yes, but it is worth it. It is super worth it. So you just have to know that first, and then to teach that to your members, that for them to be able to do this, then they would have to, you know, learn about oils, share about oils, talk to people about oils, teach them how to use the oils, get them on essential rewards, and then so that they will also, when they fall in love with oils, your members would also have their own members, and this it's the way to grow their business. And once they understand the value of being a silver leader, of what it can give you, then it will be easier for them to attend the retreat, because you know you need three silver. Yes, they need to get silver 3 times, right? And once and I know of so many of my members who really aimed for that, to see the farms, because they felt that they could not maybe not yet afford to go to the convention. So they aimed for that because that was the fastest way to go see Young Living in Utah. So, or to go see like any farm, because to see a farm is to understand, like I said, the seed to seal process.
Okay, so experience first and just to realize the core value about that event first, then you can share your just experience and knowledge to your partners, and also partners can participate in silver retreat, and they realize how it's important to build their business. Then it's a naturally they just focus on those kind of promotion.
And when you come home from the silver retreat, you will come home with a renewed sense of commitment,
Yeah.
and renewed energy.
Uh-huh.
I feel so blessed being with this company,
Yeah.
and you will just feel that, and I get overwhelmed by it every time.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I'm the step of the Young Living. So also because of a pandemic, I had no chance to just see that those kind of event. But just after listening your story, I think there's no reason to miss this big opportunity
Yes,
for
yes.
members. Yeah.
If you can go, just go, just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So through your just story, it seems that many of your partners can participate in promotions. Also, those kind of things become a group like very huge, more solid and healthy business group like yours. So I know you are already crowned diamond. So what is your next goal of success with these your wonderful partners? Yeah.
What is my next goal?
Yeah.
Royal crown is always a goal. That's always a goal. Because you can do so many good things when you are in that rank. Well, you can do so many good things in any rank, but I think more so as a Royal Crown Diamond. So that is always a goal. Immediate goals is to help more members achieve silver. Yeah. Because silver paycheck, especially here in the Philippines, is life-changing. That is, to teach the people how to do the business. Of course, you know how it is that you have an organization and they are mostly users, and that is good. That is good because that means that we have very good products. Okay?
Yeah.
And then to actually encourage those who are ready for this business and who want to do this business, and who even those who do not know for themselves, but who would do good in this business, for you to encourage them to build their own organization. That will wellness, purpose, and abundance. Young Living really does give those three. So with that, you will be able to help so many people. And then when they achieve silver, that's just, you are helping one family. And that person will in turn be able to help more. So yeah. So that's an immediate goal, to help more members achieve silver.
Yeah, okay. So actually, I think you must be very busy because you have to take care of your own family, but you also take care of your huge family who has the same culture, and also, yeah, just I hope you make a more silver with us in your growth. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so
it's always a teamwork.
yeah.
That's the beauty of network marketing. And remember, I said I was one of those people who did not want to be even associated with network marketing, but to understand Young Living and to know Gary's vision. And there's no business model that's as fit to us as network marketing. So it is the best model for Young Living. So because of that, I am so we are so lucky. I think we are so blessed that we have a team to work with, and it always is a team effort. Like having the culture that you want, being able to teach more people, being able to encourage more people to do the business. It always is a team effort. And because of our setup, we already have that. We already have a team. We have support teams, we have cross teams, we have, so it's just do this because this is so much fun.
Yeah, I actually, I can feel how much you love with your partners and also your family, and essential oil, especially I can feel how much you love Young Living. So as a staff of Young Living, I'm very appreciative for that. Okay,
Yes.
so despite
Yes.
your busy schedule, you took the time to train for Young Living Korea members today. So how was today? How was to share your story with for Young Living Korea?
You know, I love sharing my story. Yes, like you said, I am busy, especially right now. I have so many projects ongoing for my team. But I cannot pass up this opportunity to talk about Young Living, especially to you guys, because I was really so excited to do this. You know, being able to talk to other Young Living families. You know, so it was fun. I was just so talkative, but it was so much fun, Moon.
But you know, actually, through your stories, actually, I got lots of things, and also I'm pretty sure the Young Living Korea members who are watching this show now, also they can get lots of things. So really thank you about that.
Thank you.
Okay, so lastly, if you have anything you want to say to Young Living Korea members, please say.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed our short talk. Our oils are amazing, and I truly believe that the world needs to know more about our oils. The world needs our oils because it can just help so many people. And it is a great gift that we are able to actually share about oils to friends and loved ones. And this Young Living life, this Young Living business, it's such an amazing life. With everything that comes with it, like having a team, like having access to so many resources, like being able to help so many people, to all the perks of the job, like travels and all the added opportunities. And just go grab any opportunity that you can to know more, to learn more, to grow more. And in Young Living, you would see those opportunities so much. Like IGC and like Silver Retreat. Just go to those events, and you will understand why it is worth doing the Young Living business, why this is the good life.
All right, thank you for your message on behalf of the Young Living Korea members. Yeah, I think the story you shared today will make a great foundation for the growth of Young Living Korea members and also Young Living Korea. So thank you very much for joining us today. And when the COVID-19 situation improves, I look forward to inviting you to Korea and also have a opportunity to have a long conversation.
Yes, please. I would love that, Mood.
Okay, thank you so much and have a great day, Clarice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. 네, 클라리스 리더와 함께했던 시간 어떠셨나요? 정말 유익한 시간이 아니었나 싶은데요. 함께 하시면서 느끼셨듯이 굉장히 에너제틱하시고 또 긍정적이고 그리고 무엇보다도 영리빙을 사랑하는 마음이 잘 드러난 시간이 아니었나 싶습니다. 특히 해주셨던 말씀 중에 영리빙의 컬처에 대한 부분, 그리고 영리빙의 이런 시드2셀 공정을 포함한 영리빙의 가치에 대해서 더 정확하게 느끼기 위해서는 IGC나 실버 리트릿과 같은 회사에서 진행하는 그런 이벤트와 프로모션에 꼭 참여해 보실 것을 권하는 그런 부분이 인상적이셨습니다. 특히 2017년에 영리빙 회원에 가입하셔서 또 2020년에 본인이 크라운 다이아몬드를 달성하기까지의 영리빙의 이러한 이벤트 프로모션이 정말 큰 기폭제가 됐다라는 부분, 그렇기 때문에 먼저 경험을 하고 그 경험을 나누면서 우리 같이 하는 파트너들의 성공을 위해서 좀 지원하는 이런 부분들이 선순환되었을 때 성공을 할 수 있다라는 그러한 내용이 정말 크게 와닿습니다. 코로나 때문에 많이들 힘든 상황이지만 그래도 우리 영리빙코리아 회원분들도 회사가 제공하는 IGC와 이런 리트릿 프로그램들을 꼭 함께 해주시고 또 함께 하시면서 그곳에서 얻는 많은 정보들 뿐만 아니라 회사와 또 이러한 회사의 문화에 대한 부분을 통해서 에너지 충전하셔서 한 단계 더 올라갈 수 있는 그러한 기회가 되시기를 기대합니다. 영리빙코리아에서 지금 실버 리트릿과 IGC 4월까지 진행하고 있는 거 알고 계시죠? 지금 화면을 통해서 나가고 있는데요. 자세한 내용은 저희 영업부나 아니면 멤버 서비스로 연락 주시면 또 필요한 부분들 안내해 드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 네, 지금까지 좀 긴 시간 함께 해주신 모든 분들께 진심으로 감사드리고요. 오늘 이 시간뿐만 아니라 앞으로도 더 좋은 컨텐츠로 여러분께 찾아뵙고 또 도움이 될 수 있는 시간 만들도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 저는 오늘 물러가겠고요. 오늘 교육과 관련돼서 또 여러분의 그런 설문 진행을 하고 있습니다. 채팅창에 지금 링크 나가고 있으니까 바쁘시더라도 그 링크 클릭하셔서 오늘 특강과 관련된 여러분의 또 의견 남겨주시면 참고해서 반영하도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 오늘 남은 하루도 영리빙 에센셜 오일과 함께 향기 나고 즐거운 시간 보내십시오. 저는 다음에 인사드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.